You're trying to get into Hanumanasana with stretching and more stretching, and it's just not working. Let's change that. So grab your 2 blocks or something similar to the 2 blocks, maybe a blanket if you have sensitive knees, and then come to all fours with your hands, one on each block. Knees underneath hip bones, and then step your right foot forward. So you could start doing this on the blocks, and if you just tuck your back toes under, lift the knee and lower the knee, not much is going on. So let's make it more challenging. And once you learn this, it's going to be great because you're going to keep using this over and over throughout the sequence. So energize your lower legs. Bring your feet and your outer shins in towards the midline energetically. Inner thighs are turning in, going back and apart from each other, widening the sitting bones apart from each other, taking your groins back. Now you've got all this space. Pull your low belly up off your front thigh and lengthen your tailbone into that space. Take your outer hips. So you're going to engage your pelvic floor by taking outer hips in, pubic bone and tailbone in towards each other, and lift all those 4 corners all the way up through the crown of your head. Now, same thing. Lift the back knee up and down. And if this is not very challenging for you, then bring your arms up to the sky and same thing. Lift the knee and lower it. You can always bring your arms down by your side, make it a little easier, or by your hips. And we're going to do 10 reps both sides. So switch sides. And either you're going to do it with hands on the blocks or arms overhead. 10 times, just like the other side. And come up to standing. You don't need your blanket anymore. Trikonasana, take a wide stance. And then if you like, you can put your blocks behind your feet, even if you don't need them. So lift the ball of the left foot up, turn it in. Right foot turns out 90 degrees. Same thing with the legs. Lower legs going in. Groins are going back, so you're keeping the curve in your low back. Pull the low belly in, tailbone down. Inhale, arms out to the side. Inhale, and exhale, right hand down, left hand up. Feel how the legs are going to help you. So, start with the feet. Right ball of right foot. Push down. Then take that back inner thigh, lift it up to the sky. Draw the tailbone nice and long. Lift all the way up through the right rib cage, all the way through the crown of your head. One more breath here. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lower your arms down, go the other side. And you might notice, see if you can, inhale, arms out to the side, same thing. On this side, can you notice that using a block, perhaps you have more effort, more engagement, than if you are just collapsing downward, right? So keep the belly and the chest turning open. Push down through the ball of the left foot. Imagine you're dragging those feet towards each other, right inner thigh lifts. Tailbone lengthens, low belly in, turn, turn, turn. Or try taking your head down to look at the foot. And see if that might not be better for your neck. Just notice, inhale, come up. And then exhale, lower your arms down. Turn the feet in and bring the legs together. Prasarada we're going to have our legs wide again. So take a moment here in Tadasana. There's another way to increase your range of motion, and that's to increase the mobility and flexibility of your nerves. So if you want to do that, click on the video up there, and I'll also have a link down below. For now, We're going to stretch now the back of the hamstrings, take a wide stance, and you're going to work your legs. So feel this, outer shins drawing in, inner thighs widening apart, hands to your hips, bow forwards just halfway. Feel the low belly lifting to support that tailbone lengthening, get more length through the crown of the head. And your hands on your hips so you can feel the pelvis tilting forwards. Now hands to the floor. And then you can choose to stay halfway. Turn your fingers away from you. Walk your fingers through. You can hold this for 30 to 60 seconds. Inhale, come up halfway. Hands to your hips. Nice neutral spine. Do you still have the curve in your low back? Inhale, come up. See how that makes a difference for you. So now walk or jump your feet together. Let's come back down to hands and knees. So now you might need your blanket again. So roll it out. Uttanasana. Step your left leg forward between your hands and walk your left foot over to the left, hands to the inside. So now you can grab your two blocks. You can put them on the highest level, the second level, first level, or you don't need them at all. And bring your forearms down to whatever you've chosen. And then work the legs the same way. Outer legs, feet and shins in. Widen those sitting bones apart, using your strong inner thighs, lengthening through the tailbone. And then extend forward through your chest, through both sides of your waistline, so not a collapse here. And you might find after a few seconds, you can lower your arms. You're keeping your shoulders level. In other words, not just collapsing everything. Holding 30 to 60 seconds again on this side. Walk yourself up. And then from here, bring the foot in. Anjaneyasana. Inhale, arms overhead. Stretch. Feel how you're working the legs, and that's helping you stay nice and balanced. You have not tucked the pelvis under, so you still have the curve in your low back. Exhale, hands down to the Ardha Hanumanasana. Grab your blocks, okay? Stretch your leg forward. So keep your spine long and lengthened. Rather than bowing forwards, think lift. Because in Hanumanasana, we're going to have to be lifted, right? Lift the left kneecap. Dig the left heel down and pull it back. Hold about 30 seconds. It's fine. 1 minute, fine. Step that left leg back. Right leg comes forward. And then again, two blocks. Right foot goes to the right. Note the difference between the two sides. Crawl back up onto your hands. Walk this right foot in line with your hip bones, right hip bone. Anjaneyasana. So work the legs strongly so you have balance. Work the pelvic floor. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Notice where you're feeling the stretch. Also notice how strong you are in this asana. That's why you're not falling over. Notice that, yes, you have to balance. Hands to the floor with strong abdominals. Now grab the blocks. Stretch your right foot out in front of you, coming onto the right heel. Dig that right heel down, pulling it back energetically. Lengthen through both sides of your waistline. Hold here for between 30 and 60 seconds. Get narrow with your focus, with your intention. Draw the legs in energetically and step that right leg back. So you're holding each of these as long as you can keep the muscular strength. So anywhere from 15 to 60 seconds at a time. Blocks on level 3. Step right leg forward. Okay. So tuck the back toes under, walk the back knee back. So we're going to work the legs. We're not trying to just be stretchy, right? Outer legs, draw them in towards each other. Push the inner thighs back and apart. Tailbone down, lift the chest. Now walk the right foot forward. Left foot back, hands now. Pull back to the hips so you're lifted. Walk the knee back if you can. If you can't, and you're staying there. So the back leg is turning inward. Front leg is turning outward. Wherever you are, honor that. Breathe. And the fun thing about this is you got to use strength, ab strength to get out, right? Pull in and draw the legs together. Take your 2 blocks, stack them, place them like this. Hands to the floor, step right foot forward. So we'll just stay on the right side here. And then you're going to step this leg back, sitting bones on the block. So there's going to be a tendency, the back leg's going to want to turn out. Turn it in, internally rotating, but not the box. There you go. Okay, then walk that right foot forward. So maybe your hands are here and you're walking forward. Then, no hands, reach down through your arms. Turn that back leg bone in. Right outer hip down. Maybe can you lift your arms? Again, holding 30 seconds, up to a minute. Exhale, hands down to the floor. This is so fun. Lift your hips. Take 1 block away. See if you can. Oh, can you lower down onto that other block? Keeping legs in line with hips, especially the back leg. Again, arms overhead. And then hands to the floor, draw in, and draw the legs together. We'll go to the other side. Take your 2 blocks on level 3. On either side of your hip, step your left foot forward, tuck your back toes under, and then start walking that back foot back. Inhale, lift your chest. Hold here with strong legs, strong abs, as long as is appropriate for you today. And to come out, draw into the center and pull. Next, stack your 2 blocks, level 1, one on top of the other. Step left leg forward. Sitting bones on the blocks. And when you're ready, arms overhead. Didn't say that was going to be today. You could stay here for today, or once you've held this for your allotted time, you could remove one of the blocks and then go back and hold this one as well. Enjoy. Hands down. And then you have the opportunity for full splits, Hanumanasana full on, if you like. So, side 1. You can start with blocks, start with not blocks. Choice. And just see, without having to go down, just see how close you are. And notice you do not want to get down and just sit on the right hip. That's going to really put some back surgeons through, well, their entire family through college. So, where you're at, find balance, find strength, find lightness. Whew. Lift the spine. Switch sides. This side will be very different, maybe, maybe not. Taking your time, turning that back leg in. So the closer you can get your hands by your hips so you're not just collapsed forward. Lift up and smile. And then draw in and come to Vajrasana. Thank you so much. Let me know how it went in the comments. If you like this video, please click the subscribe button down below and click a like that you like this video. It lets me know I'm doing a good job and I should make more of them. See you next week. Namaste.